Hi again, everyone. It's Jody. Going to do a chair yoga video, a short one, 15 to 20 minutes. If you'd like to join in, find a comfortable chair, preferably where the hips and the knees are lined up or near there. And if you are in a chair, think about having those ankles below the knees, shoulders above the hips, ears comfortably above the shoulders. And let's just check in with our breathing here. We're going to receive those inhales through the nose, all the way down to the tummy, down to the lower lobes of the lungs. And on the exhale, you can exhale out of the nose or the mouth, whatever feels best for you. And on the exhale, if you think the word hum or hum to yourself as you're exhaling, just the phonics of that word really encourages the longer, more complete exhale. Very good. All right, just to start moving here a little bit. And now remember to honor what your doctor says about certain movements or certain positions. If your doctor recommends you be careful with certain movements or positions, honor that for sure. If you're not sure, you can just skip what we're doing and then ask your doctor when you see him or her next, and then we'll take it from there. And remember also, if ever you feel tired, that's a perfect time to rest. If you want to begin, on an inhale, we're going to gently float those hands and arms up. Remember, this is as high as we go. And on the exhale, exhaling hands and arms down. If your doctor recommends you don't lift those hands and arms too high, you can just float them up as high as you want. If you want to raise them all the way above your head, that's up to you. And exhaling down. We'll just continue at our own pace, moving on our breath, inhaling the hands and arms up. And on the exhale, exhaling them down. As long as air is coming out when we're exhaling, we just keep on exhaling it all the way, having that complete exhale. And can continue for one or two more breaths. Just remember, best time to rest is whenever you feel like it. And one more. And we can meet up with those hands on the thighs. You can be palms up like I am, or if you need to be, you can be palms down. If it feels all right to be palms up, we do tend to get a little more of a stretch up in the shoulder area. Opening up the heart center a little more. And you can try some alternate breathing, the Nadi Sadhana breathing, the nerve cleansing breath. Just going to be switching nostrils on the exhales, and I can talk us through this if you haven't done this before. A nice hand position is just holding the index finger and the middle finger down at the base of the thumb, and then with our thumb and the little finger and the ring finger, we manipulate our nostrils and we're switching on the exhales. And it's easy to do. If you want to give it a try, we can use our right hand. I'll just mirror you. If you'd rather use your left hand, that's quite all right. And then we can close the left side, the left nostril, and we'll be exhaling out the right. And then we're inhaling through the right also. Now we switch on the exhales. When you're ready to exhale, you close the right side, exhaling out the left. We receive the inhale through the left side. And then we're switching on the exhales. And just continue at your own pace if this feels good. If it doesn't feel so good, or whenever you think you've had enough, you can always lower your hand down and just continue then with a normal breathing pattern. And if it feels good, we'll continue for one or two more breaths. The next time you find yourself exhaling out the right side, after that, you could lower your hand down. Very good. All right, let's try some seated cat-cow movements. Normally, on a mat, we'd be on our hands and knees doing this, but we can do this from the chair just as well. We're going to rest our hands on our thighs up toward the knees. And we'll start with the cow movement where we're gently arching the back. So just going to push into those upper thighs with the palms, bringing the navel forward, comfortably arching the back, lifting the heart. The gaze can come up if that feels good. And on the exhale, we're going to round into this, pushing into the thighs, tucking the chin, comfortably rounding. And moving on the breath, on the inhale, coming into the comfortable back bend. And once more, on the exhale, if we were on our hands and knees, we would look like the big Halloween cat. And then on the inhale, we'll just meet up in a neutral position. Lifting the chin, letting the shoulders relax. Let's activate the joints in the ankles, the knees, and the hips. And we can do that with one position, and it's the eagle position, Gurudasana. We can give it a try here. Again, I'll mirror you. And if you're way at the back of your chair, you might think about scooting forward so we're not sitting so much on the hamstrings. So we're going to think about bringing the right leg over the left. And if you can get here, here's a nice stretch. You could probably feel that stretch. If you could only get this far, that's quite all right. We're stretching, and that's perfect, just starting where we're at. And if you did get the leg over and you want to take it a little further, you can think about hooking your foot around and just breathing into this stretch. And on an exhale, we're going to unwind. And at your own pace, we're going to take that to the other side. This other side might feel quite a bit different. Again, if this is as far as you get, that's quite all right. Or maybe you don't even get this far. If you can get the leg over and feel the stretch, you can start there. If you do want to take it further, you can think about hooking that left foot around the right calf area. And then from there, just returning to the breath, receiving those inhales through the nose, filtering the air, purifying the air, also heats the air up so it enters the lungs at the perfect temperature when we inhale through the nose. And on that exhale, we can think the word hum or hum to ourselves. And when you're ready to, at your own pace, you can unwind out of that. Excellent. Now we'll try that with the arms. The eagle arms. You can inhale, hands and arms open comfortably. On that exhale, we'll bring the right arm under the left. I'm just mirroring you. And maybe this is as far as we get. Perhaps you want to give yourself a gentle hug. If you want to take it further, you can think about wrapping the hands, coiling around toward each other, the wrists wrapping around, and then possibly lifting the elbows up, feeling the stretch. Following the breath now for 1 or 2 or 3 breaths, inhaling down to the tummy. And when you are ready to, you can think about coming out of that. We could inhale those hands and arms comfortably open. And on the exhale, we switch it around. This time the left arm is on bottom. And find a comfortable position. Might just be like so. Might be giving yourself a gentle hug. Or you might coil the wrists around each other a little further. You can think about lifting the elbows up and gently pushing the hands away from you. And at your own pace, when you're ready to, going to come out of that and shake it out a little bit. And let's do some gentle shoulder rolls. Just going to think about lifting the shoulders, bringing them back and down. Just doing some gentle shoulder rolls here. Very good. And we're going to reverse the direction, keeping it gentle. Excellent. We'll just meet up here. You can have your palms up if that feels all right. And we'll come palms down, fingertips toward the top of the knees. Just going to lift up the palms, the elbows, the shoulders, inhaling up and exhaling, letting the palms drop. And inhale up, exhale, letting them drop. One more time. Excellent. Now palms up, we'll slide them up toward the upper thigh area. Just going to lift the right shoulder gently, let it drop, then the opposite shoulder. And we'll continue. Or you can think of it like you're lifting the elbow and then letting that drop. Just loosening up the shoulder girdle a bit. And once more. Very good. You can try a gentle twist now. Going to inhale down to the tummy. On the exhale, we can reach toward the back of the chair, maybe finding it, maybe just going in that direction. The opposite hand can rest that on the thigh, maybe across the thigh. Going to think about having the ears above the shoulders. Inhaling down to the tummy. And on the exhale, if you want to take it a little further, you can separate those elbows a little more, perhaps gazing over the shoulder. Gently pressing the back of the skull back. On the inhales, getting a little taller. And then on the exhales, maybe sinking into the stretch a little more. And on an exhale, we'll come back to center, unwinding. And we'll try that on the other side. On an upcoming exhale, just going to gently reach toward or go toward the back of the chair. Bring the opposite hand to the thigh, thinking about separating those elbows. The chin is level, ears above the shoulders. Inhaling down to the tummy. And on the exhale, if you want to take it a little further, can think about gazing over the shoulder, possibly separating those elbows a little more, gently pressing the head back. And on an exhale, we come back to center. Very good. Meeting up here. I'm going to be palms up, just to externally rotate those shoulders a little bit more. Return to our eagle pose. This time we can use or activate the legs as well as the arms at the same time. We'll start with the arms. Going to inhale, open. Exhale, right arm under left. Can come around, possibly just hugging, perhaps taking it further. And then from here, going to think about the right leg over the left. So whichever arm is lower, that leg will be higher on top. And then again, take this only as far as feels good for you. Maybe that's here, maybe it's here, maybe you take it a little further. Think about lifting the elbows, gently pressing the hands away from you. And then we'll follow the breath, inhaling down to the tummy. Perhaps thinking the word hum or hum on the exhale just to get rid of that old exhausted air more completely. And on an upcoming exhale, just going to unwind those arms and legs. Meet up at center. We'll try that on the other side. Inhale, open. This time we'll exhale the left arm under the right. You just take that as far as you want. Think about bringing the left leg over the right leg. Again, whatever feels good for you here. And possibly lifting the elbows, gently pressing the arms away. And then returning to the breath. Expansive inhales. Complete exhales. And on an upcoming exhale, you can unwind the arms and legs. Inhale, open. And exhale, hands and arms back to the thighs. We'll just free up our lower back a little bit here. And the hips as well. We can do a wider leg forward bend. Going to have the knees above the heels. To begin, can rest the hands on the thighs, sitting comfortably straight. We're going to inhale down to the tummy. And then on the exhale, we can lead with the navel, hinging at the hips, lowering the heart. Can let the neck relax. Resting the elbows on the thighs if you like. Bring the hands together. If you want to take it further, you can lower your hands to the floor if that feels good for you. And when you're ready to come out of this, on an inhale, we inhale the heart back up. We bring the chin up last. We'll just heel toe those feet closer and closer, or step them closer and closer, and then find a comfortable chair posture, heels below the knees or near there, shoulders above hips, ears above shoulders. And let's just take a few breaths here. We'll allow our whole body to relax a little bit. If you want to close your eyes, you can. And if your eyes are closed, you're going to bring the awareness into the forehead area. We're just going to allow the forehead area to relax. We can bring our awareness into the eyes. We'll allow the eyes